Alright, in this video we're going to be showing more of my movie collection. We got my VHS containers up here. So I'll go ahead and start showing these out. I'll make a big ol' stack of them. I should have thought this through a little bit more. I gotta take all these out and then show them, put them back in, whatnot. Alright, up first we have the 10th Kingdom. I don't recognize any of these faces listed at the bottom here. I don't recognize any of these people listed here. It's 390 minutes. Holy moly. That's quite long. I want to try and find a DVD or something for that so I can phase out more of these VHSs. Then we have Alice in Wonderland from, let's see, does it say when it came out? Oh, Robbie Coltrane's in this one. Christopher Lloyd, Ben Kingsley, Martin Short. How have I not seen this before? Or how do I not remember this? This has a very good cast. I maybe watched it a lot when I was little or something. But this version of Alice in Wonderland, 129 minutes. Then we have Anna and the King with Jodie Foster. I have no idea. This one has a runtime of 147 minutes. Came out in 1999. Yeah. Then we got We Sing the Big Rock Candy Mountains. I used to watch a lot of these when I was a little kid. It's an hour and 1 minute. Earworm Score. Probably a lot of earworm songs get stuck in your head. And then we have Brubaker with Robert Redford right here. Another one that I haven't seen, I've never seen before. 1980, 131 minutes. Rated R. Robert Redford's the only name on the back here that I recognize. Then we have this version of Cat in the Hat, the 1985 version, looks like. Probably watched this one a lot when I was little too, just like the We Sing collection. There'll be more of those coming up. Clock's in at a whopping 25 minutes. So short and easy to get through. Fully animated. Alright. Then we have Diamond Entertainment Corporation presents Cinderella and Other Fabulous Fables right here. It has 3 of them on here. It has Cinderella, Puss in Boots, and 12 Months. All of the above are 11 minutes each. Right here. Okay then. No cast information is given for the voice cast. So, moving on. Next up we have Daniel and the Lion's Den, the greatest adventure story from the Bible. This one is 30 minutes. See if it has any cast information. It just says Gavin McNeil as Daniel. I don't know who that is. Came out in 1986. Yeah, 1986. So. And we have another one of those types of things with David and Goliath. Same sort of animation thing here. Another 30 minutes. Yeah, don't really have a whole lot to say about that one because it's been forever since I've even watched a VHS because we haven't had a VHS player hooked up in a long time. I have one, it's just not hooked up. Next up, we have Danny DeVito and Billy Crystal in Throw Mama from the Train, right here. Another one I don't think I've ever seen, or if I have, it was very long ago. What else is in this? Just those are the two names that I recognize. Okay then. 1987, 88 minutes, PG-13. Yeah. Next up, we have Dead Poets Society with Robin Williams. Right here. This one's PG, 128 minutes, just over 2 hours there. And it came out in when? Let's find the VHS itself. Seem to. Okay, I'm not sure when this one came out, but it's on the older. I'm guessing around the same time as Hook, or around that time frame. But I don't know 100%. So don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that on when that came out. Next up, we have Dennis Quaid and Sean Connery in Dragonheart, PG-13, 1996. Right here. An hour and 43 minutes. Cool. I don't think I've seen that one yet either. Common trend with the VHS things that I have, unless I have DVDs of them. Sometimes. And next up we have Ben Affleck, Liv Tyler, and Jason Biggs in Jersey Girl. I don't think I've ever seen. And new comedy from Kevin Smith. It says at the top of the thing here. I don't think I've ever seen this one. PG-13, 102 minutes. When did this come out? I want to say like early 2000s, but because Ben Affleck looks somewhat similar to what he did in the early 2000s Daredevil movie, but maybe looks like maybe 2004. It says 04 on the sticker over here. Jennifer Lopez is in here, it looks like. Introducing Raquel Castro, Jason Biggs and Jennifer Lopez. Jason Biggs is credited for American Pie on here. Yeah, okay. Cool. Don't want to spend too long talking about things if I'm not all that familiar with them. Then we have Joseph and his brothers, Technicolor Dreamcoat story. This one again, 30 minutes. Came out in 1990. Don't have a whole lot to say about it because it's been years and years since I've seen it. Then we have Dr. Seuss's The Lorax, and this one I have on DVD as well, I think. This is the classic version, I think. 30 minutes. 1971. Yeah, I think this might be the original one. For laughing and singing, nothing's more useful than a sing-along classics you can watch by the Seussful. Dr. Seuss, Cat in the Hat, Dr. Seuss, Green Eggs and Ham, and Other Stories, Uber Bloob Highway, and The Lorax. I probably mispronounced the second one from the bottom right here. This one here, I probably mispronounced that one, but yeah. Anywho, moving on. Next up, we have Lost in Space, 1998 PG-13 movie, 130 minutes, my bad. Gary Oldman, William Hurt. Here we go. This one I do have a DVD of. I just haven't watched it, so I can't really give thoughts on it. It looks really good, but that's about as much as I could say here. Then we have The Miracles of Jesus right here. Another 30-minute thing. 1991. Then we have My Turn on Earth, which family musical play. Looks kind of cute. There. Don't recognize any of these names, I don't think. Let's see. Nope. 80 minutes from 1986. Did I say that before? I don't think so. Anyway. Yeah. Can't really comment on that one too much because I don't think I've ever seen it. Next up. Hold on. Next up is this one. It's this one. My bad. I'm getting a little mixed up. Alright, next up we have X-Men Creator's Choice, Night of the Sentinels. I'm guessing this is probably an excerpt from X-Men the Animated Series because I think the first two episodes are called Night of the Sentinels Part 1 and Part 2. Right here. 1993. This tape contains an exclusive 5-minute roundtable discussion featuring the famous Marvel personalities Stan Lee, Scott Lobdell, Fabian Nicieza, and Bob Harris. Okay then. I haven't watched this particular VHS version of the thing yet, so I haven't seen that roundtable discussion that I just mentioned. Then we have my favorite of the creation stories that I've seen in this one here. 30 minutes long. 1987. The animation looks really good for 1987. Like some of the animated church stuff like this nowadays the animation doesn't look as good as this does. Then we have Somewhere in Time with looks like one Christopher Reeve, Mr. Superman himself. he was a phenomenal Superman. Oh, he's not playing Superman in this, obviously. What else is in this thing? His is the only name I recognized. It's an hour and 44 minutes. PG. Came out in 1980. Yeah. Then we have a Disney sing-along songs, Very Merry Christmas songs collection here. It's been years since I've seen this one, but 27 minutes in color. Doesn't need a rating because it's just Christmas songs. Don't see a release year on here, so I don't know when this came out. And looking at the VHS itself, it doesn't really help because it doesn't have a date or anything like that on there either. Cool. Okay. Then we have We Sing in Sillyville. I used to watch a lot of these We Sing things quite a bit when I was little. This one came out in 1995. Recommended for kids 2 to 8. 57 minutes. Oh wait, 1989. This I'm not sure why there's a 1995 at the top because it down at the bottom here so it says it came out in 1989. Huh. Okay. Well. Okay. Then we have Safe House with Patrick Stewart, Kimberly Williams, and Hector Elizondo. Patrick Stewart's the only names that I recognize on here. At least on the front. There might be more I recognize on the back, perhaps. Not really. This one is 112 minutes. And looks like 1997. I don't see a rating on here. Interesting. Yeah, no rating information on the VHS itself either. Well, okay then. I'm guessing probably PG-13, but I don't know that for sure. Then we have Pinocchio's Christmas right here. I forgot this thing even existed. 60 minutes long, 1983. Yeah, okay then. Moving on. Next up, we have The Nativity from this animated Greatest Adventures, or the Greatest Adventure Stories from the Bible collection thing. Right here, The Nativity. 30 minutes, came out in 1986. And yeah. Okay, I think I have some of these organized wrong. Yeah, I kind of goofed up here a little bit. So up next we have Star Trek: The Motion Picture Special Longer Version on VHS. This one, it has 12 minutes of additional footage. 1980 G rating. Okay, then put that aside for a second. Oh, and I wanted to show what happens if you have all 6 of these. If you get all 6 of these Star Trek VHSs, it shows the Starship Enterprise on the side of the case there. That's really cool. On the side of the thing. Okay. The other way around so I can put them in properly. Next up we have Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, which is a lot of people's favorite one. Came out in 1982, rated PG. Yeah. Okay. And then we have up next Star Trek III, The Search for Spock. Right here. This one came out in 1984. Is also PG. There. Then we have Star Trek IV, The Voyage Home. Right here. PG, 1986. Don't see the runtime on here. I could just be missing it. Oh, 119 minutes, my bad. It says on the tape itself. Oh, and it says on the top 107 minutes for the Final Frontier, Star Trek V here. Came out in 1989, still PG. Alright. Then we have Star Trek VI, 1991, PG, 113 minutes in here. Yeah. Some of these I can look on the top of the thing to see how long it is. Then we have Star Trek Generations, 2 captains, 1 destiny. Right here. That's a very shiny case, so the glare is going to be even more horrendous with that. Awesome. PG, 1995, and 117 minutes. At the top of the case says 1994, but down at the bottom it says 1995. That's confusing for me. Oh well. Okay. Moving on. Next up we have Star Trek The First Contact. And it looks like this has a lenticular case. Alright. And this one is PG-13. Came out 1996, 111 minutes. Very cool. Cool stuff. Alright. I think I have both of those. I think all of the above Star Trek stuff I just went over, I have DVDs and Blu-rays of as well. Actually, I think I have a Blu-ray for Star Trek Generations, a DVD for First Contact, and the original 6, I have DVD Blu-rays, or DVDs and Blu-rays, my bad. Then we have Return of the Jedi, or Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. I was holding Return of the Jedi initially, so that's why I said it out of order there. We did have a A New Hope on VHS somewhere, but I'm not sure where it's gotten off to. 1980 PG. Love me some Empire Strikes Back, and this one's Return of the Jedi. Love this one too. I like all three of the original Star Wars movies. Honestly, they're all just so good. 1983 PG. Yeah, great movies. Okay, then we have a few more in this box here, but not too many, and I'll go and grab a few more once we go through these. So next up we have We're Back, A Dinosaur Story. Right here. This is rated G, an hour and 11 minutes. And it looks like it came out about 1995 or 93, somewhere in there. Features the voices of the ones I recognize anyway, of John Goodman, Martin Short, and Julia Child. Obviously, be the voices because that looks like it's animated to me. Then we have The X-Files here. This is one of the movies. Not sure which one, but it's one of the two movies. PG-13, 1998, hour 22 minutes. Good stuff, good stuff. I've seen some of the X-Files show. So that's how I probably look at that. And then two more we got. Very loose. We have We Sing Together, a magical musical, right here. 59 minutes, again recommended for kids ages 2 to 8. So naturally it's not rated because it's super innocent. Looks like it came out in 1985. Okay. I think that one I probably saw a lot less when I was a kid. Not ringing very many bells. And last for this section before I go down and grab a few more is We Sing Grandpa's Magical Toys. Right here. 57 minutes, 1988. Yeah. Okay. The other VHSs that I have to show won't fit in these because they have harder plastic cases, whereas these are just like basically slip covers. If they were DVDs, if they were DVD and Blu-ray cases, they'd be slip covers. So I'm gonna pause this for a second and take these guys downstairs and bring up those other ones and probably my CDs as well, or at least the ones that aren't Taylor Swift, because those ones are with the G's and G's through PG-13 titles. Because I have a Taylor Swift DVD, Journey to Fearless, so I just wanted to keep all my Taylor Swift disc stuff together, so those aren't with the rest of my CDs. Anyway, I'll be back after I put these away. I'll be right back to continue this video. I'll pause it so you guys won't even know that I'm gone for X amount of time, for however long it takes me to grab those. I'll try and be pretty quick about it, but I'll be back shortly. Alright, got more of the rest of my VHSs. These types of cases would not fit in those drawer systems that I had up here a minute ago. And I also grabbed all of my non-Taylor Swift CDs here. Those are with my Journey to Fearless DVD case under T with the G through PG-13s. I guess we'll go ahead and go through the VHS ones here to finish off that portion. Forgot to turn these upside down when I brought them so I can put them right side up to go take them downstairs again. Up first we have Old Yeller Fully Restored Edition. Not sure what that means, but okay. I want to try and get this one on DVD because this particular case is fairly beat up and falling apart a little bit. Quite a few of these plastic ones like this are. Rated G. Not sure when it came out, but it's 84 minutes. Doesn't say on the tape itself either. Yeah, okay. Moving on. Next up, we have Pocahontas 2, Journey to a New World. I'm fairly sure that I've seen the original, but I don't think I've seen this one. I'm not sure if this is on Disney Plus or not, but I have the original on DVD as well as a non-Disney version. And I know I've seen the non-Disney version. I'm pretty sure I may have seen the original or the first one of these, the Disney ones up when I was little, but I don't really have much of a memory of doing so. Because I would have been really, really little at the time. Came out in 1995, 72 minutes. Doesn't have any rating information, but I imagine it probably follows suit with the original being rated G. This one says not rated, but I'm sure it would be G rated because the original was. And yeah. Anywho, I think I have the Pocahontas minifigure from either the first or second Disney minifigure series. I forget which series she came in, but I'm pretty sure that's one of the characters that I got along with Cruella de Vil in Hades and Hercules. Next up, we have the Swan Princess 2, Escape from Castle Mountain. I have the first and third on DVD already, and this one just as a VHS, so I have one space in between the first and third ones to put this one, a DVD for this one in there. It's rated G, came out in 1997 and 72 minutes long. I don't recognize any of the cast members here. Yeah, no, I don't recognize any of the voice cast. Yeah, there we go. Then we have Bedknobs and Broomsticks. This one my sister used to watch a lot. And this is another one that's the case is kind of worse for wear. You can see it's kind of falling apart a bit there. This one has, I recognize this guy's face, but I don't know his name. Dang. Okay. Anywho. Rated G, 117 minutes. Came out in, I don't know what year this came out, but it's on the older side. Okay then. Moving on. That case is also worse for wear. Of course, a lot of these plastic cases are I need to upgrade to the DVD just because of how poor the condition of these are. Then we have the Jungle Book here. This is the this version. Trying to see when it came out here. 111 minutes, PG. Oh, I thought I just saw a date. Dang it, I didn't. No idea when this thing came out. Doesn't say on the VHS tape itself either. Okay, well, it's the older of the live action Jungle Books, like the oldest ones, probably like 90s or 80s, somewhere in there. Then we have another Nativity, Greatest Heroes and Legends of the Bible animation thing here. This one is 50 minutes in color, in case you couldn't tell. It does specify on the back in color. Not sure when this one, it looks like maybe 1998 or 1990s. The package itself, this case for it is from 98. That doesn't necessarily mean the movie itself was, I suppose. Anywho, I don't want to spend too long trying to find the date on these things. The VHS tape in this case does say 1999. So, I guess we'll just go with that for now. Unless I find out otherwise for some reason. And then we have the Chipmunk Adventure. Right here. Alvin and the Chipmunks, obviously. Rated G, came out in 1987. Hour and 18 minutes. This is another one that I probably watched on loop when I was little. Yeah. Anyway. I don't know. Next up, we have Annie. This, I think, is the original. 90 minutes, came out in 1990. That seems kind of funny. 1990 with a runtime of 90 minutes. 90. Yeah. Anyway. I can't really explain why that's funny. Just it was for some reason. It's got Kathy Bates, Alan Cumming. And those are the only two names that I recognize on the back of here. I recognize this guy's face. I'm pretty sure he's in the Arrowverse, but I don't, for the life of me, know his name or remember his name at least. Oh, Christian Chenoweth is also in this. Anyway, some of these are looking pretty nasty too. Like there's all sorts of stuff on it on the front and on the back. There, it's all dirty. Next up, we have Belle's Tales of Friendship. Right here. A Beauty and the Beast thing. 70 minutes. Not rated. Let's see when this came out. It's a blend of live action and animation. On the back here it shows some live action segment, or a live action segment below a couple of animated ones. Let's see here. I'm trying to see like if I recognize any of the cast names here, but I don't seem to. Anyway, and the VHS is no help as to when it came out, but I'm guessing it's probably on the old side. I don't think this is on Disney Plus at all. Anywho, yeah, that's it for the VHS stuff. Now we go on to my CDs that I brought up here. We have It's weird. I have 2 Carrie Underwood albums, but only one case for them. We had the one for Play On. I also have the Some Hearts album. I almost dropped it. I think the only song that I really know on this one is Cowboy Casanova, because that one's really fun to sing. And on the other album, the Some Hearts album, the one that I know there's probably one of the most famous ones, Before He Cheats. Here, and there's a couple more pictures on the inside here. Flower, and then another one of Carrie Underwood herself. Yeah. Then I have a Celine Dion album, which the reason I got this is because it has a sticker on the front here that calls out the Titanic movie with DiCaprio and Kate Winslet. So yeah, there's that in the back. There's another picture on the inside there. Next up, we have Christmas with the Pops right here. A bunch of Christmas songs. It looks like 20 of them to be exact. Total runtime is 70 minutes. It's not very often that these have total runtimes on them. So for the ones that do, I'll say what the total runtimes are. And then the inside just shows this information again. Next up, we have City of Enoch, Lamb and Lion, and as well as City of Enoch, Sweet Redeemer. These are very good, kind of like faith-related songs. Yeah, really good songs. One of the albums came out in 2017, and the other in 2019. So I'll probably put the newer album on top of the older one, since I usually put these things in release order. Then we have Creature Feature, The Greatest Show on Earth. I can't really back that up with my own experience with it, because I just saw Creature Feature. I was like, oh, that looks cool. Looks like it came out in 2007. No explicit tags or anything on it, so I'm imagining it's family friendly, maybe. Right here. All right. Next up, we have runtime of an hour and 5 seconds. 60 minutes and 5 seconds. 1993, Enchanted Christmas with Anna Maria Mendieta. Probably mispronounced her name, but this lady. I'm not sure how many songs are here. Let's see, one. It's like 15 songs. Yep, 15. Open it up in here, and it has them numbered on the back of the case. It doesn't have the songs numbered, but inside it has them listed 1 through 15. Okay. Well, I just wasted a little time for myself recounting those. Then we have, this one will be a big shock for people that aren't familiar with my channel. A little bit of sarcasm there. We have the Frozen 1 album. That's why it wouldn't be much of a shock, because I love Frozen. So this is the 2-disc deluxe edition soundtrack. I wish disc 1 just had the songs that are actually in the movie itself, like the ones with lyrics, that is, because song 11 through 32 are all like instrumental or something, or just like the score playing in the background type stuff, instead of the like cast singing, or it has Demi Lovito's Let It Go version as well. But here we go. And also, what shouldn't be a big shock is I also have the Frozen 2 album right here. And when I listen to either of these, I try and put them on a loop, and then with this one in particular, since it has all those like background score sounds or like songs and whatnot, I just, when it gets to song 10, I just try and get it back to number 1. This one I'm able to let it just play the whole album on loop because all the songs on this one have lyrics to them. It also has alternate versions of Into the Unknown. It has the Panic at the Disco version. All Is Found, but with Casey Musgraves version, and Lost in the Woods Weezer version, and then the regular versions of all the other songs as well. Great albums. Love them. I'm hoping that Frozen 3 has songs that are at least just as good as these two, if not maybe a little better. But I'm not sure how they would make them any better, because both of these soundtracks are very solid. And then we have Jessica Simpson's Irresistible album here. Right there. Obviously these are all empty and the discs are not in them. This one has 12 songs from 2001, looks like. And then we have the Manhattan Transfer Christmas album right here. Yeah, 11 songs on here from 1992. And has that picture on the inside right here. Then we have Pentatonix, That's Christmas to Me. I think my favorite song on this particular one is Mary Did You Know. They have a very beautiful rendition of that song on here. They also have a version of Let It Go on here, which is interesting. I forgot that Pentatonix had a Let It Go version. Yeah, song 6 is Mary Did You Know. Great Christmas album. Then we have the fancy like double thick like 2-disc edition of the original like Broadway cast of Phantom of the Opera. Right there. I believe this is the Broadway one. Yeah, definitely the Broadway version. No additional pictures on the inside, so there we go. And then I also have the Gerard Butler Phantom of the Opera soundtrack. I like this one a bit more than the Broadway version because I watched this version a lot. Growing up, it used to freak my sister out because she used to not like Phantom of the Opera. It used to freak her out, and then over time, she grew to like it as well. But yeah, love this version. Has more stuff featured on the inside, or more images on the inside here. So very cool. And I do have the Piano Guys first album. Here's Piano Guys 2. I don't have a case for the first album. That's all. And this one's from 2013. A lot of good music on here. Some of my favorite songs from this particular album are the Mission Impossible song, Lord of the Rings, Just the Way You Are, Near My God to Thee, and yeah, Charlie Brown medley is pretty good too, I guess. That's more my dad's speed than mine, personally. But yeah. Oh, and all of you is on here as well. Nice. These are the piano guys. When I was talking about one of my religious titles, the Escape from Germany, this is the guy that I referenced being like in that was in the movie, in that particular movie. That's the cellist for the piano guys. Something Steven, I think. Hang on. I don't want to butcher his name. Stephen Sharp Nelson. So there we go. Somehow the case itself got a big old crack in it. Somewhat see up here, it's damaged a little bit, but not sure how that happened. It's kind of sad. Anyway, then we have the Piano Guys, A Family Christmas right here. It has 12 of their versions of Christmas songs, like their covers of Christmas songs, I guess would be the right word. Very cool. Shows the inside. There's the inside there. Not sure why I said shows the inside. It's like I'm just narrating what I did. Anyway. Next up we have the Piano Guys Wonder album. This is the deluxe edition. It has, I think this one had a DVD as well. Yes, it did. So it has a CD and then a DVD. The DVD included 6 music videos. Looks like this is at least partially a winter theme because there's a bunch of snow around them right now. Yeah, it has 12 songs and then the 60 things on DVD. The ones that are on the DVD are Story of My Life, Let It Go, Kung Fu Piano, Cello Ascends, Don't You Worry Child, and Home, The Mission / How Great Thou Art. Yeah. So in other words, it has song 1, 2, 5, 8, 9, and 10 on DVD on the music videos for those. Other songs that are on here are Batman Evolution. That's a cool song, I'm not gonna lie. Very cool. Anyway, yeah, that's the other song that I recognize as Batman Evolution. And then we have the Piano Guys Uncharted album here. This one has Fight Song / Amazing Grace, themes from Pirates of the Caribbean, Jungle Book, Sarah Band. Not sure if I pronounced that correctly or not. Uncharted and Indiana Jones and the Arabian Nights. Kind of see some piano guy or some Indiana Jones referencing going on here with the piano player having a Indiana Jones style whip on it, or on him, with him, whatever. John Schmidt is the pianist. Then we have the Piano Guys 10 album here. This one's John Schmidt. This one has actually 12 songs. Looks like 12 and then wait, what? From this album, it has 10 plus 2 bonus tracks, making it 12, and then it has 15 hits on a different disc. It's another one of those 2-disc albums, I believe. Maybe I might be misremembering this or something. No, it is a 2-disc thing. Probably like a 10th anniversary thing where they've been around for 10 years when they released this or something, if I had to guess. But songs on this one include, at least the ones that I recognize, are Avengers / Portals, Avatars, the theme, More Than a Feeling in a Long Time, or just long time, not a long time, Beethoven's 5 Secrets, Titanium / Pavani, Let It Go Again, the cello song, Kung Fu Piano, Cello Ascends, Begin Again, Rewrite the Stars, that's a great song. 1,000 Years, another great song. What Makes You Beautiful, and Fight Song / Amazing Grace again. Very cool. Then we have Simply 3, All Amazed, right here. This one is a little cardboardy type case. I haven't checked this one out yet. Came out in 2022. Has 12 songs. 12 hymn songs. Hymn being spelled HYMN, like a musical hymn. And then we have Weekend Classics, Weekend in Vienna, Strauss Favorites. I got this because the case looked cool. I haven't checked any of these out yet. Looks like there's some waltzes on here. 58 minutes and 8-second runtime. Yeah. And last up, we have White Christmas, a White Christmas album with Martina McBride here. I got this one because she looks really pretty. Okay, I do actually recognize some of these songs. They're pretty well-known Christmas songs. Even one of them's even called the Christmas song, Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire. Huh. Okay. That is it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye.